Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. Let's go a little deeper into the Kastro Valley here. And we got some enemies sneaking past our lines, so... got that one up top, that ninja thing, and there's two here on the south that look dangerously close to sneaking past, so... These mobile enemy units, very sneaky. That's what can make this map a little bit tricky, so... But I guess the easiest way to cheese it might be to have our lines pushed back a little bit and maybe be hanging out in that temple that Orpheus is at. But then, of course, you run the risk of if any of units gets overrun, you don't have a backup. Or at least if they get past one of our units here or force our units to retreat, we can have other units healing up at that temple, getting ready to pick up the slack. So, but luckily our flying unit right here is ready to fight, so if need be he can move south, but it looks like that clerical unit, most like a shaman unit, is actually moving up toward him, so that was good of them. This dragon unit probably moved up there because he was hanging out on a mountain, and that's their favored terrain because they're red dragons. But luckily we don't get a penalty there because we're a flying unit, so... Although he does get that bonus, so... Alright, we fought this unit earlier. And did some good damage to it. Let's see, hopefully our wild man can go before... No. Let's see, if our wild man went for the shaman, we could have taken it out, but the wild man did a good hit there. Alright. Good damage from the wild man and the worm. I wonder what weapons I have equipped on them. Probably the... one of those relic swords, maybe, on the worm. The wild man, though, had a white magic weapon, because it flashed green a little bit there. But... And this guy's retreating, so we managed to cut him off. Yes, he missed. Good. We didn't want our shaman there having to waste any of our heals on the witch. Gotta get our frontline characters back up to full health, because we got some more enemies coming up, so I think after these ones disappear, though, we'll finish off the first wave of the enemy units. They usually come in 3 waves, so, and then we'll have to look at how our army is looking and doing, and if they're doing good, then we can push forward a little bit, so... This unit's gonna have to push forward a little bit to catch up with this wild man who's now gonna be retreating. So, but luckily the terrain now will hinder him. So, we'll be able to catch him easily. He's a plains unit walking now because he's just a wild man, and no matter what, he has river and desert, so he'll suffer penalties on both of them, and we won't because we're flying. Well, this might be another skull unit turned back, so... Oh, nope, the worm managed to finish off the dragon. Didn't expect that to happen. I expected him to weaken the dragon, but... And then have the wild man easily take out the knight leader, but... Donk. And that's why worms are such good, another reason why worms are such good high-flying units. They have really high strength growth, and they can carry, they have the highest carrying capacity. It can even carry some tier 3 dragons, which tend to be the heaviest heaviest units in the game. But some of the dragons can be hoisted up by the wyverns, which is the advanced worm class. It's been a while since we fought this thing. Okay, this should be easy. Yep, alright, so we guaranteed to win this battle, because now this witch can't do any damage to us. So the main thing was just getting rid of that Ninja Master. Because even if the Ninja Master hit us and we didn't do any damage to it, as long as we got rid of the Ninja Master, it would retreat, and we have plenty of units off to the left, to the west, to block off its retreat. And we gotta hope for our witch. She was missed by the nightmare, but gotta hope that she connects, and she did, not bad. Well, we woke up that one giant in the front row. The good thing is we can't wake up the Beastmaster in the back, because he's protected by those two giants, so we at least get rid of his 2 attacks. And I've mentioned in several other previous videos that Beastmasters get pretty decent attack growth, strength growth when they level up. So looks like the samurai on the bottom is growing a little bit stronger than the one in the middle. So eventually when we start getting our characters up to their final promotion, that's when we'll maybe start looking at dumping which one who isn't growing as well as the others. Yeah. I wonder why that Beast Master unit stopped. Because they were both plains units, and so he would have definitely been, if he would have kept going, he would have definitely been able to reach that town, that city, before we did. That's why I was sending up my flying unit there. Yeah, sometimes the AI could be weird, so I'll put my tactics on weak. Remember, when your tactics are on weak, you take more damage, but you deal more damage. So I want to try to get rid of this guy ASAP. So, and any damage he does, I figured, you know, he can only get 2 attacks. The shaman has 3 heals, and she should be able to erase any damage that it does. So, alright. Well, let's, what do we do? What do we do? Dilemmas, dilemmas, dilemmas. Do we push forward, or do we stay where we are? That is the question. So, each has their advantages, but, well, let's play defensively for a little bit more. Heal up all our characters. Check how these guys are. They're full. Oh, and we got the ninja, another ninja unit coming up. So, it's probably the, I wonder what one it is. Let's check it out. Oh, another one of the Wild Man Ninjas and the Witch. So, we just got rid of them, one of them just a few seconds ago. So, oh, well, it was a bad day in terms of money, but it was a good day for our army in terms of stopping the enemies. We were really worried that we had potentially 3 enemy units that could have flanked us and got closer to our unit base. So, set up a nice ping pong here. There we go. Sarah wins. She pushes the unit back into Aura's unit. If Sarah loses, she'll just retreat and potentially set up that a second, you know, opportunity to do the ping pong. It's too bad our Pumpkinhead doesn't have a, but he'll get eventually some better agility. That would be nice if he would have hit that, you know, Ninja Master there. But don't retreat. Eagle Man took a little too much damage there, and Raven Man in the front row. So, well, we know how to take care of that. We can just switch him around. So he still is he still is able to be damaged by the Ninja Master, who has the hit all attack. But the Wild Men in the front row won't be able to hurt him. So he basically just has to survive that one Ninja Master's attack. And based on the damage that the Ninja Master did last time, he'll have no problem doing that. So you won't take any more damage this battle. So you know, all you gotta do is just hopefully do a bunch of damage with our characters, and that's not gonna help getting all that stunned by that. So, but I still think we did enough to win, thanks to our Pumpkinhead dealing that did 52, I believe, to the Ninja Master. So, oh no, Guess not. Donk. So this is a dilemma here now. That unit will not be able to survive another attack. So, well, Orpheus, we might have to have Orpheus' unit go out there. So, but sometimes, you know, if you get close enough to an enemy unit, they may decide to turn around. So let's see, maybe Ogre's unit can bait that unit into turning around and attacking it. So yeah, I guess the enemy II is you know, tends to be just bum rush the base, but I guess it also has a secondary condition that if you're close enough to a player unit to attack it as well. I'm sure somebody's, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure somebody's dug deeper into the code. So let's see. Well, it stopped there. Well, it went off base. It went off screen there for a little bit, but it looks like they held up there for a little bit, like they couldn't determine what to do. So maybe our Ogre's unit is a little south, because that enemy unit is gonna have to turn south a little bit. And maybe when it's turning south, we might be able to get close enough that we'll spawn a battle. Others, like I said, we may have to get Orpheus in there. We don't want to have Orpheus fight as much as possible. Keep his level low, so that when he does fight, he keeps that alignment high and charisma. Since he is the face of the army, if we have him over leveled, he'll take a lot of penalty. He can take penalties. Uh-oh. Look at that. There's that a sneaky unit in the bottom there. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Yeah, that's what I said. This map can be tricky because sometimes a unit will just like sneak out of nowhere. So we didn't even see that that unit down there, that Eagle Man or Raven Man unit. So looks like Orpheus, you're gonna have to go into the fray here. So it's a good thing we didn't push forward really far. Oh, hey, we did catch him because when they went south. Well, that's good because Orpheus had the choice to either go north or south to, because both of those flanks were being threatened. So, all right. Well, if we win this battle, we should push this unit into the mountains. So, since we'll be on the plains. If it tries to walk off the mountains, it'll go slow, so we'll still be able to catch up with it. So that's a relief. That's one less attack, 2 less attacks now, because they already used one of their attacks. So, all right. Well, I guess it doesn't matter on the northern frontier anymore. Perfect too. What's also perfect is this witch unit is never going to be able to do any damage. But it'll still the AI will still make it keep just retreating, so it'll keep running into our unit, and as long as the witch doesn't stun our shaman, we'll be able to basically heal that unit up for good. So, which is good because as you can see, that unit is kind of far away from that one healing temple that we have. So, healing in battle is the only way we're going to be able to heal this unit. So. We just gotta hope that she misses a lot, or that our characters don't defeat it in one hit. But well, that's always seems how it works. Oh, strength increase. We can use that on a character to boost their strength. So it looks like we're about to unfortunately lose a city. Oh no! But even if we lose that city, our reputation is definitely more than 70% that we need to get the next special character. So, Orpheus, we'll let our other flying unit, Luke, here take care of this flying unit. And oh, ooh, look at that! Wow, well, we didn't have any luck fighting that unit up on the north there, but I guess we had good luck here because this unit decided that instead of taking over that city, it would come after us. Maybe it saw Orpheus' unit there. Because that's another condition for game over if Orpheus' unit is defeated, so enemies will prefer to attack Orpheus' unit out of any other unit. So maybe this unit saw Orpheus' unit and was like, oh wait, there's the opinion leader unit. Let's go attack it, potentially force a game over. So you're seeing the power of the Lover's card. So we'd be able to do more damage if our characters wouldn't miss so much, but high agility unit here, so the main thing is we forced it back. I was hoping it would force it back a little bit more toward the south than to the east, but we're going to keep it as far away from that city as possible. So luckily we got there right in time, so this is another opportunity where it'll be okay if we defeat the leader. It'll be preferable because we don't want this unit to take over that city, and as long as we take over, as long as you defeat the leader, it won't, its AI will no longer want to take over the city, so. Let's go, Wild Man. You gotta hit this Raven Man. Boo. So. Well, do we use a tarot card here? We'll, definitely defeat this, Raven Man, but. So, experience will go to Orpheus, but we will save that city, so. We may have won this battle, but I wasn't sure, actually. We'll see here. Yeah, we did win the battle, because we have tarot card damage isn't counted, but I wasn't sure at the time when the fight was going on, so better safe than sorry. So we have plenty of cities and temples here to liberate later on to get more tarot cards, so the loss of one tarot card ain't gonna really bother me, so. Alright, well, Griffin will get some experience there, and so will Orpheus, because they both defeated an enemy, so. Good job, Orpheus. I guess we'll just keep Luke's unit down here, just to be safe, in case another sneaky, flying enemy unit decides to come down this way. So. Yeah, we finally finished this guy off. Woohoo! We'll have to see how, our Worms should be, hopefully promoting soon. Wild Man 15, he might be able to promote too, and the Worm should be able to promote too, as long as their stats are okay. There's our Doll Mage, became a Doll Master. Now he will have two acid, hit all acid attacks. So our Worm and Wild Man should be able to promote. There must have something different. Yeah. No, our Wild Man needs to be level 16. If he was a Ninja Master. If he was a ninja, he'd be able to promote to 15, but the evil ones are level 16, so, which is the, highest of all the knight units, or the fighter-based units. Like I said, Ninja Masters level 15, and the same for Paladins and Samurai Masters, so. And Worm should be able to promote at, level, 13 plus, that one's at, 15, so. You must have too high of alignment, because the alignment has to be 0 to 55, which is pretty big range. So we'll have to either drop it, because we're gonna eventually drop one of the wyverns, or have it fight a bunch of level 1 dragons or pumpkin heads back at Sham or Deneb's Garden, respectively. So those are the two places we like to go to lower alignment. And lower alignment for beasts enemies is much easier, because you don't have to worry about their charisma, since they can't be leaders. So we don't care how much charisma they drop. That's unfortunately one of the things you have to worry about when you're dropping alignment for like human characters. Because if their charisma drops too much, then they can't promote, because they have the charisma and alignment requirements when promoting. So, of course, you don't have to worry about any of that once we hit the final tier of our promotions, so, which are Doll Mage back there just did. Doll Master was the highest level of promotion, so... I'll crack in there as well. Now, that other Doll Mage just got to level up, so... We'll have to see how he's looking. Oh, he'll need 2 more levels. No, another level. 14 is for the doll, to become a Doll Master. So, time for Oro to do some more fighting. Oh, Luke's enemy has been attacked by a neutral character. What do we got here? Should be a red dragon. Yep, red dragon's level 12 in the mountains. Black dragon's level 13 in the desert. And we have worms on the cliffs. So, up to the north. We don't need any more red dragons, but we can use some experience. And this, if our worm defeats that red dragon, there was a chance that it would lose some alignment. Potentially get better stats to promote. So, alright, well, we've been lucky so far fighting this unit. Our witch has been doing pretty outstanding in terms of stunning them. So, and just as I said that, she did very bad. Interesting, she stunned the one in the, on the right there. Last time she stunned the Beast Master and the one on the giant on the left. Now it was totally backwards, but... Nope, she finally did stun, but... we woke it up, so... well, that's good. Heal up. We got some good healing in there. The Giants are, our agility's doing pretty good. So... The Giants don't have a really bad agility growth. You know, compared to someone like the Golem. So... They, tend to be decent at hitting. But... Looks like our agility's a little bit better, so... Keep plugging away. So, yeah, despite being a mainly desert map, still getting a lot of good use out of our octopi units. So we're able to situate them in the river. So the river's at a nice position. It's like right in the middle, and our base is in the middle. So enemies tend to funnel through the middle to try to get to our base. So. Having good units there. We're gonna move our other octopi unit up there to the top. Help Oro out there a little bit. So she's been doing pretty well there. So we'll rearrange that unit so that we can our Kraken will focus on the dragon. The dragon is over to the left, so if we move our Kraken to the left, it will won't be able to hit the knight in the back row. It's like its attacks can't reach beyond it, so similar to what's happening with this unit here, so we should be able to finish off this the hound up there in the front, assuming we don't keep missing. But yeah, probably not now. It's too healed up, so yeah, the cloak's gonna heal it again, but we're healed up at the same time too, so just, you know, another one of those things where we didn't lose any, we didn't gain any ground, but we didn't lose anything, so I guess in one sense that's a win. So, alright. It's a good thing the fairy is kissing or the sylph is kissing our octopus there. Sometimes she kisses a weird unit. I don't know how it determines which unit it wants to kiss, but that Kraken is getting lots of kisses. He must be a very handsome octopus, because that sylph has given it all her love. So can't wait to promote the sylph then eventually. Sylphs eventually it's a pixie. I keep naming the wrong thing. It's a pixie right now. It'll eventually become a sylph at level 20 plus. And when it becomes a sylph, it'll have a hit-all attack. white magic hit all attack missile. Really good for taking out undead, because the Sylph has such great agility. It tends to always go first. So, I keep thinking of, I guess I'm putting the, keep calling it a Sylph as the second, to last transformation, because I'm thinking of, Final Fantasy Legend 2, where, the Sylph is the second to last, transformation for the fairy monsters. And then your ultimate form is the Titania, monster, so, which has maxed out mana and the flare spell, so, really good monster. I did not use the fairy class though in my playthrough of Final Fantasy Legend 2. I stuck mainly with, except for when I had to change forms to accommodate a transformation, I kept it, the monster in that game, P, as a crab, because P the rat, he had this, we call it stink eye. Us rat owners on Marty Mouse House, where the rat has this look in its eye, like it's angry. And usually you give that one you're making it do something that it doesn't want, or it's like guarding a tree, or some food, or it's giving you that eye oh, don't you, like what parents do to their kids when they're misbehaving. And P always had this stink eye look to him, so his owner would say he was a crab, and he had a little crab shack on his little box cage that said "Don't disturb me, I'm a crab." So I thought it was really fitting that if P during all his transformations was a crab monster, so which worked out for the playthrough, because that's one of those games where as long as you kind of understand the stat growth, it's not a hard game to beat. But a lot of the issues come from people not understanding how stats grow and how to kind of level up your character. So, in that game, agility is king. I know I just talked about agility earlier with the Sylph monsters, how it's so good, allows them to go first, but in that game, agility also allows you to go first and determines your hit percentage with weapons. So you can be really, really strong, but if you have low agility, you're never going to hit anything. So agility is kind of like the One Ring, the one thing to rule them all. So in that game, you want to focus on agility. You might, but the game kind of doesn't really let you know that. And a lot of the weapons and treasure that you get tend to be more the strength-based weapons. So you'll be getting all this free treasure, but you'll equip it and you'll be like, I can't hit anything with this, and then the game starts throwing guns at you, and guns have fixed damage and don't necessarily, and really high hit percentage, so you don't need the agility to hit with guns. So you think oh, guns are the answer to my problems, but then unfortunately, toward the end game, that you don't have necessarily a powerful hit-all gun, or the damage that the guns are doing are not enough really to defeat the monsters, so it makes them much tougher to defeat, because the battles are lasting a lot longer, and at endgame, when it becomes the issue, you don't have the ability to auto-revive anymore, because in that game there's a god Odin who revives you in early game, basically through about 80% of the game, but then something happens and he can no longer revive you after a certain point. And that's when, like I said, the monsters get really, really tough, and if you haven't been building your characters up correctly, that's when you hit the wall, so. But if you're interested in that game, I have a Let's Play of it on this channel, so feel free to check that out. That's with Linus, Vincent, P, and Honey Mouse. So 3 rats and a mouse. And a mouse gets to drive a cool robot suit. Because all her brothers had little toys that they drove. Her one brother, Fang, had a little bus toy that he would climb into, and it looked like he was driving. It was really cute. So, but Well, we lost this battle last time, so let's throw our strength card up to mitigate the damage that this unit can do. And we stunned the demon in the back row, so that's good because that demon has magical attacks, 2 magical attacks, and so it's not raising our magical defense. That strength card only raised our physical defense, so it wouldn't have helped against the demon's attacks, but the Cerebi and the Black Dragon's attacks in the front row, it would defend against them, but well, still wasn't enough. But at least every time we lose and retreat, we're pushed back to closer to our base, so we can still put up a resistance. So we'll have to see what that resistance is in our next episode. Take care, hope to see you then. Bye!